Who was Enzo Ferrari? In essence, Enzo Anselmo Maria Ferrari came from a lower middle-class Modenese artisan family. He was a common man. He spoke Modenese dialect, blunt and to the point. Yet he was also bright and astute, ambitious and determined, and he had a backbone and determination of spring steel, forged through early adversity, sickness and sense of loss. This was the man who would become an established industrialist and sporting personality of global stature. He became the common man made good who thoroughly enjoyed keeping kings, princesses, dukes, film stars and captains of industry all waiting upon whenever he might judge it convenient to give them an audience at his Modena office or his Maranello factory. Enzo Ferrari was an Italian automobile manufacturer, designer, and racing car driver, who was born in Modena, Italy on February 18, 1898, and passed away on August 14, 1988, in the same city. His Ferrari cars were widely known for dominating world racing competition during the latter half of the 20th century. After World War I, Ferrari started racing test cars for a small automobile company in Milan. He became a racing car driver for the Alfa Romeo company in 1920, and in 1929 he established his own racing stable, Scuderia Ferrari. Although he stopped participating in races himself in 1932, Scuderia Ferrari remained Alfa Romeo's official racing team. The first racing car that Ferrari designed entirely by himself was constructed for Alfa Romeo in 1937. In 1939, Ferrari founded the firm of Ferrari Spa and ended his team's relationship with Alfa Romeo. However, the firm did not produce its first racing cars until 1946, after the conclusion of World War II. The company's vehicles soon became well known for their impressive speed and handmade quality. Ferrari's Formula One racers and sports cars won numerous Grand Prix races and manufacturers' championships from the 1950s onward, often dominating the competition. The firm's luxury sports cars also developed a reputation for being fast and handling with precision. The cars his company built were rarefied and exotic. They were especially exclusive. The more wealthy or celebrated the client might be, the more Mr. Ferrari played the role of having to be persuaded to let you buy one. That's the aura he fashioned for himself. He spent decades perfecting the image and building his prancing horse brand, and he applied the genuine prestige he accumulated in spades in both racing and on the road car scene. This artisan-class local boy made great never forgot his roots. A close acquaintance of his confirmed for me recently how Il Drake, as the Italian press came to call him, had never lost his fascination with manipulating the great and wealthy. He liked to see them dancing to his tune, yet, once they offered enough money, he would sell them anything. He loved always to make the big score. The wealthy might have got what they wanted, and gone away smirking, but first they had left their money with him, Ferrari. It was in part this merchant, some say peasant, ability that founded Ferrari's greatness. But more important, he was the great manipulator, a God-gifted exploiter of others' talents. For decades he had an almost unerring eye, particularly for an engineer who would contribute to the legend. And before that engineer's potential had been used up, Mr. Ferrari would have others groomed and prepared, poised in the wings to take the vacant place. Once ultimately cast aside, most of those engineers' greatest days, their greatest potential, would be left behind, artfully trapped by the Ferrari filter. Enzo Ferrari was a great man, no question. He was also a difficult man, and a hard man. His liking for politics and plotting often backfired upon him, but consider the workload he sustained in creating his company, the application that saw him juggling in-house engineers and design, combined with outside subcontract chassis supply, and bodywork supply, and balancing capricious automotive haute couture customer needs, commercial concerns, driver contracts, competitiveness and complaints, manipulation of sporting regulations, future planning, a visit from the King of the Belgians, or some Hollywood film star. Every one of his 16-hour working days was absolutely jam-packed for more than 70 years. Well, what more can we say about the man who created the most valuable brand in the world? Let us know if y'all would like a more detailed, kind of a documentary on the life of Enzo Ferrari, and we'll get that done for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe for more of the best Ferrari content on YouTube.